All right, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Welcome back. It's been a while since I made a video. As we know, Charles Schwab kicked my ass out of the freaking door, man. Out of the door. Dude, no more. No more Charles Schwab ever again. They said no more for you, Mr. Triad Trading. Here we are, moving over to Webull. This is where you got to be, guys. This is where you got to be. I am so impressed with Webull. I am so happy with Webull that even Ross Cameron, the GOAT himself, Mr. Ross, is that his full name, Ross, or is it Gregory? Something, I don't know. Is Ross short for some other big name? I don't know. But Gregory Ross Cameron, I don't know why I think it's Gregory, but Ross Cameron likes Webull, guys. Ross Cameron, the GOAT, said he loves Webull. I think he secretly got booted off of Charles Schwab. Now he's pumping Webull, guys. And this is the Webull stock. I loved it so much. I've been buying this like crazy. I've been buying this since 12 bucks. I rolled this baby down all the way down to $7.50. Bag holding this freaking junk, man. Bag holding this piece of shit. Just kidding. This thing's gonna moon, guys. Webull is gonna freaking moon. I've been buying, selling puts. If you guys don't know what selling puts is, do some research, but it's a good way to get into long-term investments, good way to enter yourself into swing trades. I've been selling puts, and I've been getting filled all the way down in here. I got about 1,000 shares loaded up right here at the lows. I'm ready for this thing to freaking rocket, guys. I'm ready for it to rocket. It's just getting profitable. Past 2 quarters have been positive earnings per share, so we're just starting. The previous quarter 2 had a 0.02 earnings per share, the first time it's gotten profitable, and this most recent quarter pulling a 0.06, guys. 0.06. 300% increase. This is bananas. Let's take a look at Hood. These stocks are going to absolutely dominate the brokerage industry. Fidelity, Charles Schwab, they're totally they're back in the 90s, guys. They're early 2000s. They are old boomers. Old boomer ass companies. They cannot do anything. They cannot pivot. They cannot change. They are stuck in their ways. And Hood, look at Hood, guys. This is what's going to happen to Webull. I swear to God. And this is why I'm loading up on Webull, because I think Webull is even better than Robinhood. Webull has a better platform, guys, without a doubt. If you ever use Webull, you understand. If you've never used Webull, download the freaking app right now. I'm not even going to give you my referral code because I don't need your shares. I don't need your fractional shares. I don't need no free stocks. It's that good, guys. It's that good. $6.81 is the low. And then, boom, 2-3 years later, we're trading at the high of 153. Talk about a 20-bagger, man. Freaking 20 bags. 25 freaking bags. And it's still going to go higher. These companies, these newer brokerage firms are going to eat these old boomer farts alive. Fidelity, Charles Schwab, any of those old, outdated brokerage firms are going to be they're going to be losing market share like crazy, like mad. So, yeah, Webull, if you never downloaded Webull, I got off on a tangent. I really like this platform. Look at this. It looks exactly like TOS, but it's a lot more smoother. I like the lines. You know, when you do get into a position, it shows you a nice thin line here where you're in. It shows you your P&L moving up and down. You can easily add in a stop loss and a profit target when you're buying on the chart. You just click on the chart. You just put in a stop loss and a price target, buy stop order. It's beautiful. This thing's freaking amazing. I love it. The tape, similar tape as Thinkorswim, similar ladder as Thinkorswim. It's much more customizable. You actually have a black screen, like the background is black instead of like light gray, so it's even easier It's even easier to look at than Thinkorswim. The color coordination is pretty good. I like it's a little bit more neon, so it's a little bit easier to read. With Thinkorswim, you can kind of get the numbers can get a little blurred in with the background. So I did have some trouble deciphering numbers here and there. But look at this. I like how it logs your recent viewed stocks. So you can actually clear this every day. And when you go through your watch list, all you got to do is once you go through your watch list, it's all going to be listed right here. And you can just click through your watch list. And it's really easy to flip through different charts. So I really, really like that. You can also have your custom watch list. You got the screeners just the same. This is your market screener. I literally just copied and pasted. Well, I didn't copy and paste because you cannot, because they're different platforms, but I did the same parameters as my Thinkorswim scanner, and it works perfectly here on Webull. Very straightforward, easy to learn. It's pretty much the same but better. The same but better, and even better is I watched Ross Cameron's most recent video, and he pulled up an article saying that Webull gives a 1.1 cent increase in price improvement on average. And we know that Charles Schwab, we know they fudged with the price improvement. We know. We've been trading with Charles Schwab every day for 5 years. You don't think that we would not know that they're changing the price improvement, even though that they say they didn't? We literally are on the platform hours every freaking day. We are going to know any little change in the platform, and we definitely notice a change in price improvement, a decrease. We're getting price deprovement in Charles Schwab, but Webull has pretty decent price improvement, and my executions are fast. As you guys know, I'm trading from freaking Vietnam. I'm trading from Vietnam on the other side of the globe, and my fills are instant. My fills are freaking instant. Immediately as I hit the buy and sell, I'm in and out. Much faster than Thinkorswim. Much faster than Thinkorswim. And here's another thing. As in Charles Schwab, sometimes you'd go through your watch list and you start trading some small cap, low float that's ripping and making some great opportunities, and you could be, raking in hundreds or thousands. But, Charles Schwab just decides to ban that ticker, just decides to restrict that ticker from trading, while everyone else and every other brokerage can trade it. Yeah, well, Webull, you don't have to worry about that because I've never run into that problem. And I've been trading stocks. That people on Charles Schwab can't trade. So, yeah, screw Charles Schwab. Screw it. I'm happy they booted me off. I'm happy. I'll take my money elsewhere. I'll take my money somewhere that's actually going to give me a 2% match on my deposit? What? Charles Schwab has never given me jack. Nothing. I have been loyal, and they didn't do nothing for me. They didn't give me any free money, nothing. But if you go to Webull, they'll give you a 2% match. I transferred over $100,000. I'm getting $2,000 free by the end of 2026. I just have to hold my money in there for 1 year through 2026, and they're going to be depositing a total of $2,000 into my account free just for moving my money over to Webull. That's insane. Charles Schwab has never had any sort of promotion like that, and I wouldn't expect them to because they are just like they're sleeping. They're sleeping at the wheel. They're sleeping at the freaking wheel. They're going to be losing market share like nobody's business. Robinhood is also doing the same thing, paying people to get on their platform. I transferred my Roth IRA from Charles Schwab to Robinhood. Before I knew that Webull was also giving the same promotion, which they are, 3% match on your Roth IRA account transfer. I saw that Robinhood was having this promo first. So I was like, fuck, I got to get this promo. First of all, I got banned off of Charles Schwab, so I had to move my money somewhere. I had to put my money somewhere. I started doing research, and I take a look at Robinhood, and Robinhood's giving me 3% free money, 3% on my Roth IRA, free freaking money. What the hell? Why would I not take that? Why would anyone in their right mind stay in any of these old ass freaking brokerages that aren't going to do anything for you? They would never. You'll never see a promotion 3% match on a Roth IRA deposit or transfer. No way. I transferred my money right over to Robinhood. I got my 3% match. Sure enough, an extra. I have about $25,000 in my Roth IRA, and I got a nice about $700 match, free freaking money, guys. This is a no-brainer. Well, I do have to keep my Roth IRA in Robinhood for 5 years, but I don't need to touch that money. It is a retirement account. I'm not supposed to touch that money anyways. And why would I need to transfer my money out of Robinhood? I don't see them, they're not like, well, I mean, they were a sketchy business early in days, especially during GameStop when they took away the buy button. I know when they took away the buy button, a lot of people didn't really like Robinhood after that, but they're protected. They're an official brokerage. They're protected. Your money is insured by the SIPC and the FDIC here at Robinhood. I'm not being paid to say this. I sound like I'm being paid to promote this, but I'm really not. I'm just like really fed up with these old freaking brokerages that people are putting their money into and they're not getting any benefit out of. And they're just they don't even pay interest. Like fucking Charles Schwab don't even pay interest on your money. Like I was getting, the interest rates were 4.5% last year, 4% this year, 3.5% today. Still high. I should be getting at least, 2%, 3% in Charles Schwab? No, I'm getting 0.05% on my money still. What the fuck? I had $50,000 in my freaking trading account for like 4 years and I wasn't making any passive income. What was I thinking? I could have been on Webull, and Webull pays 3.5 freaking percent on your money. 3.6% on your money, on your settled funds. That's insane, guys. How did I miss this? Like, free money, free freaking money. Forget Charles Schwab, forget all those old brokerages, guys. This is, I hope they go down. They're gonna go downhill. I'm shorting the stock right now. Charles Schwab. Shorting the stock right now. Is this the real stock? What is this? This has got to be market manipulation, guys. I can't keep my composure, man. I'm just cracking myself up. But for real, man, like I would short the shit out of this. I will short the fuck out of this goddamn stock. But it looks like it's going up. It's really strong and a nice channel. I can't short that. That's idiotic. That'd be asking to lose my money. But, what the hell, man? Like, this is weird charts, guys. Really weird chart. This isn't it. Charles Schwab. Let's try this again. But yeah, I mean, also the app, guys. The app is also really good. I think this is the chart. It only goes back to 2012. I don't know. What the hell is this? CHWPRBCL. I'm not sure what this means. One of these has got to be the right one. But maybe I'd short this one. Looks like it might break down, guys. Because they're losing market share. And as long as I'm on YouTube, I'm going to be bashing Charles Schwab. And I will be promoting these new brokerages that are actually paying customers interest on their money. A decent amount of interest that is matching the interest rates of the current environment instead of trying to milk money from their customers and not paying them any interest, 0.05 in an interest rate environment that's 4%. That makes no sense. But yeah, I like the app, guys. The app, check out the app. I've been trading options too. So I do both. Now I've been doing scalping. I do the hyper scalping in the Webull. It works, guys. It works. And I have been doing, by the way, if you're in Europe, you can still sign up for Webull. It is a global brokerage. This is a global brokerage. So there's many, many countries now, and they're going to be rolling out in more countries. I would know because I'm an investor. I'm an owner, guys. I'm a owner of Webull. So if you guys have any questions, I have ownership in this company. I own this company. I'll be sitting in on the board with my 1,000 shares. And guys, I can't keep my composure. I'm just like, I've had too much to drink. But yeah, I like to keep tabs on this company. I mean, I am an investor, and I do like to see like new things happening in this industry. You know, since we're really involved in this industry, it's important to know what's actually going on. You know, new brokers coming up. You know, where the industry is headed. You know, where is this industry headed? And I'm thinking that these new brokers are going to be taken over, guys. They're just getting a lot more sophisticated. Their performance is getting a lot better. The customer service is better. The applications are better. And it's cheaper. And they can do everything cheaper. They can do everything for cheaper. Webull, you can get level up, level down. LULD, which is the halt levels. You can get halt levels on Webull for $5 a month, and you can get all the level 2 data, really solid level 2 data, level up, level down, like halt levels, for I think less than about like $10 a month, $10 a month. With Charles Schwab, we needed to outsource our data. That's how bad they are. That's how bad the level 2 and tape is on Charles Schwab. It's not real time. Charles Schwab is not real-time data. It's delayed. They have a refresh rate. Webull is real-time. But in Charles Schwab, we had to outsource our data. We had to buy another software for $130 a month just to get a good level 2 and tape. That's how bad and outdated Charles Schwab is. I've been on Charles Schwab. I opened my first account in 2015, 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was a senior in high school. That was the day that I saw Tim Sykes on YouTube talking about you didn't need $1,000 to be rich and be a rich day trader. You could start with $100. Just buy my course today. I bought his course. Actually, I don't regret it. I can't say I regret it. It was a bit of a, I don't want to say scam, but all that information you can just type in and get it on Wikipedia. And he just packaged it up into a course. That's how they do it, as we all know. But, you know, I didn't know what I didn't know. Like, I didn't know what to look up anyways. So, for the course, you know, it was worth it. It got me started in 2015. I ended up blowing up my account and then stopped trading for the next 4 years. But I got started and I opened up my Charles Schwab, or my Thinkorswim was TD Ameritrade at the time. I opened it up in 2015. I kid you not, guys. That platform is the same as it is today. It's the same. Nothing changed. Not one indicator, not one color, not one font. Nothing, guys. It's shit. It's shit. By 2026 standards, Thinkorswim is a fucking turd. But anyways, take a look at this app. I got my watch list here. Immediately pulling up your watch. And guys, I didn't even talk about this. When you load up Webull, look how fast. Check this out. How fast does it take for you to log into Thinkorswim? Yeah, everyone's going to say at least 5 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes, sometimes an hour. Sometimes you're sitting at installing updates for a freaking hour, guys. But take a look at this. Let's take a look. Let's click on Webull. 1, 2, 3 fucking seconds. 3 fucking seconds to open up my goddamn broker. How fucking awesome is that? That already, I'm signing up today. I bet you some of you guys that are watching this are like, sign me up right fucking now. I hate that installing freaking updates page. But anyways, yeah, there's so much information on the app. Like, you can just be scrolling through this, learning so much. You know, you can trade options on here. You can do, a lot of the betting stuff. I don't get into the betting. I just don't. I think it's more of a gamble. Crypto. But you also get like a lot of statistics, like stock statistics, ETF statistics. You get institutional orders, movements in the institutions. You get a market sentiment, the market overview will show you like your decliners, your advancers, the sentiment. Does it fear greed, and the history of the fear and greed. The options. Oh man, the options are so robust. If you're an options trader, you will love this app. You will freaking love this app, guys. If you're an options trader, you get all the statistics, historical volatility, all that stuff. Options calculators. You can get into this thing called Sage Tracker, which tracks institutional ownership, institutional holdings. You got your analyst ratings, and you get all your financials right in here. If you're doing investing and swing trading, you definitely need to know how to read, balance sheet, income statement, stuff like that, earnings releases. And this has all this information right here in the app. Earnings per share, ROE, ROA, net margin, debt to assets, everything, guys. You don't need to do much research and freaking opening up 10, 20 different pages on Google. It's all right here. Everything. Total revenue, net income, historical, cash flow, peer-to-peer comparison. You can listen to the press release. You can freaking listen to the press release just through this app. Here's the options chain. Here's all your option statistics. So you got IV. IV is very important. Volume distribution, volume analysis for each strike. Probability analysis. Is your probability analysis that can help you out. As we know, trading is all probability. We can never know what the stock market will do, but we can trade the probability of what it might do, and that's how we stay profitable, by trading those high conviction, high probability trades and staying away from the low ones, the low probability trades. But nobody ever knows 100% what is going to happen in the markets. So that's why you have to do your own research and accept the risk and not copy trade. Definitely not copy trade. I know some of you guys copy trading RT. I see a lot of comments in the Discord and on YouTube and on his YouTube channel saying, "Hey man, why let me copy trade you? I want to copy trade you. What are you trying? What are you buying? What are you this? What are you looking at, RT? Are you buying? Are you in the stock?" Because they're trying to copy trade. Yeah, don't do that. Not good. Not good. By the time you're getting in, he's already getting out. He's taking your money. You got your order flow distribution, large scale orders, position cost distribution. You even have feeds. So here's everyone who's posting in a feed on this particular stock, just kind of commenting. It's kind of like stock twits, but built into this app. I don't know if you guys use stock twits, but it's kind of like Twitter just for stocks. But yeah, this is really cool, guys. Really cool. I'd check it out. I mean, I would at least just open. You can open the account, not even fund the account, and just use the information. But that's where I'm headed. It's just kind of my ramble, my rant on what happened after I got banned. I'm still scalping, but I have another strategy. I'm working on another strategy, and I hope I can one day share that with you when I have perfected it, when I have mastered it, and I feel comfortable enough to share it. I'm still learning something new every single day, so it's not quite ready for me to really put that out there. So for now, I'm going to still be, scalping and then working on that other strategy on the side. And, that kind of diversifies my income when it comes to trading as well, because once Charles Schwab booted me, I was pretty much out with income. I didn't have any income from trading. Income completely dried up. I didn't have any trading income for at least a good month after I got booted from Schwab, because I didn't have a broker ready and I didn't know which broker to go. I had to transfer money. I had to adjust to the new broker, so I tried small size. So it's taken a while. So it took a while. So that's why, if you have multiple strategies, while you're trying to fix that one strategy, like hyper scalping, like you can't really hyper scalp on every platform. At least, it's got to be a good platform. It's got to be at least a quick in and out platform. You can't be hyper scalping on a platform you can't hyper scalp on Robinhood is what I'm trying to say. Robinhood, it makes you swipe up and then you're waiting at least 5 seconds to 10 seconds to get in. By that time, we need to be in and out for hyper scalping already. So, yeah. If something does happen, you should have, multiple, a nice, well-rounded education in the stock market to where you can adjust. And, if you need the train strategy for a certain period of time, you can do that, with whether that be large caps, swing trading, even managing just a long-term portfolio or trading options, which is the route that I did. So that's going to be it. That's going to be my ramble for today. If you guys made it this far, then Jesus, you must have must have a lot of time on your hands. And it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I don't know if I said that, but it is Thanksgiving. I'm here in Vietnam, just another day. Unfortunately, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving here. They don't celebrate Thanksgiving here in Vietnam. At least the locals don't. There's a lot of expats here that I'm sure celebrate Thanksgiving. But, for me, just another day, guys. Just another day. I mean, the holidays ain't going to really exist for me, all out here, all alone here in Vietnam. But, it is what it is. I'm enjoying every day. Every day is a holiday. Every day is a good day. So I'm not too down. Yeah, I mean, it's not much to complain about. Since I left the U.S., it's been really good. I've been really enjoying it. I haven't missed the U.S. In fact, there's a really good chance that I'm never going to live there in the rest of my life. I will have to go back to visit because I do have all my family is there. But man, like for me personally, this is where, at least what I know right now, is where I belong right now. That could change at some points, but as long as I'm enjoying it as I am right now, I cannot leave this. I cannot leave where I'm at. It's just good for me. It's just good for me. Everybody's different. I'm not saying you pack your bags and fucking come to Vietnam tomorrow, but everyone is different. The only thing that you can take out of, watching me leave the U.S. and go to travel to a different country and now making roots in a different country is that, don't be afraid to go for what you want, don't be afraid to go what you want. What else are you going to do in this life other than go for what you want, That's the way I see it, Yeah, I don't know what else I'm going to say here, but I'm not saying, it's not better or worse. I think it's just like different things are better for different people, and you just have to find what that is for you. And in order to find that, you got to do different things. You got to experience everything. You got to either travel, live in multiple different places. I lived in multiple cities in the U.S. I've spent a lot of time in New York. I spent a lot of time in Miami. I lived in Miami. I spent a lot of time in Chicago. I spent a lot of time in Tennessee, Knoxville, Nashville. And I spent a lot of time in D.C., Philadelphia. None of those cities, they all felt the same. It didn't really jive for me. Maybe some subtle differences here and there, but, just it didn't really feel right. So, and then obviously I went abroad, and went to many, many different cities in Southeast Asia and India, and turns out here in Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, Vietnam, is the place I decided to settle. So, yeah, try a bunch of different things, you know. Maybe that's traveling or different career paths, different hobbies. Find what you like, man. You're not gonna know by just thinking about it. You know, you can't just think about it. You only get the insight when you're doing the thing, or when you're at the place, or when you're with the person, or you know, like you can't get the insight by just like thinking about, oh, I've never experienced swimming with dolphins before, but should I be a dolphin trainer? I don't know. Well, go swim with dolphins, man. Go tomorrow and swim with the fucking dolphin. Swim with the dolphin tomorrow and you'll find out if you want to be a dolphin trainer. That's the fastest way to know what you want to do. But too many people are they don't want to try anything. They just want to sit and just think about it. Think about trying different things and just get stressed about why they don't know what the fuck they want to do. Okay, anyways, that's my ramble. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace.